Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the East Carolina Pirates taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will put total leather to crank us up. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, Dave.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Off play action. Quick strike complete. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Goes to the option. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So East Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Fires it incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Coming after him. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
The Pirates will punt this one away. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. Run it with the fullback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Now the play fake. Dumps it off in the flats. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They have it at the 43. 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Here Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Give to the fullback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll run the option. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Dawkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Give to the single back. And he knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. 4th down and the punt team sends it the other way. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The give to the big fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up. Now on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Dawkins. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Here's the handoff. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Brings up 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here on 3rd down for this offense. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. They'll try to pop the draw. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Give to the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll run the option. Shakes off the tackler. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Here comes the option. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 40, there he goes. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Navy! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well. It is virtually impossible to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Arkansas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Pirates decide to punt it away. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? On the option. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. The option look. Now the toss. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the fullback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. The big fullback's got it. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the running back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Williams. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to hit the sideline on the jet sweep. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Pirates will hustle to the line. Going up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Pirates will send out the punt unit. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Give to the big fullback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on second down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A third and long coming up here. They'll go to the fullback. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Peters. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Here comes the Navy offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. The lone back's got it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Stopped after making the catch. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Pirates line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. On the option. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Goes to the option. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Dawkins. He turns like that, and while you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to, picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Handoff to the single running back. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Pirates have pushed it inside the 20. They're getting this guy lathered up. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pocket starts to collapse. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard.
That makes the score Navy 17, East Carolina 3.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. The give to the fullback. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Isn't the play-action fake supposed to make those guys take a half a beat before they come and destroy the quarterback?
Yes, trying to slow him down as much as possible, but it's predicated, too, on me reading that and me seeing it, and they didn't bite it at all. You better run the football effectively if you're going to run play-action, because they did not bite on the play-action fake at all.
Now on the option. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here comes the offense on second down.
Brings up second down.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. The give on the counter. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got his man down the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Motion from the offense. Jet sweep to the receiver. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, East Carolina. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Bowling Green. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Sticks it in his belly. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll run the option. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the fullback. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And now on third down after that last run. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Navy will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. The sure hands, it's Peters. At the 35, he's open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Right back to the well. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Feeling some heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. And this is going to be incomplete on third. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Navy will go back on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. The give out of the gun. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide open on the move. He has it on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on second down. It's a draw. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Pirates have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick pass on the jet motion. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to that drive alive. Fullback's got it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Give to the fullback. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.